What's up everyone, this is Rizvi here. Welcome back to my channel. I have not been able to upload videos regularly for quite a while, but I'm back now, and I'm back with a lot of exciting tutorials, and this is the beginning. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you 3 awesome text effects with Photoshop that you probably don't know about, and these text effects are very easy to make, but the outcome is fantastic. So bear with me and watch the entire video. I hope you'll learn something very exciting. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the tutorial. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to my channel, and if you like my content, please consider leaving a like. That will help me a lot. So I'll be back after the intro. So now we're in the magical realm of Photoshop, and for this tutorial I'm going to be using an artboard of 1000 by 1000. So click here, create new, make an artboard with width of 1000 and height of 1000, and just press create. And I'm gonna make the artboard black, so I'm gonna go here and pick a solid color, black. And after I'm done with that, I'm gonna choose the type tool from here, and I'm gonna write a random letter.
What did he say?
Sorry, random word, my bad. So I'm gonna just type in awesome here and click OK. And for this effect, I'm going to be making 2 copies of this text layer. So I'm going to press Ctrl J on my keyboard, Command J on Mac, and I'm going to just align them like this. So here we go. And I'm going to make a group of these 3 layers and press Ctrl G, make a group. And I'm going to right click on this group and convert it to a smart object. So if you want to be just safe, you can make a copy of this group by pressing Ctrl J on the keyboard, making it invisible, and then convert the smart object like this. We are done with the first step. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl T on my keyboard, and I'm going to go to edit, I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to select the warp option. And after that, I'm gonna bring my cursor here, and I'm gonna click on the text, and I'm gonna move my cursor upwards like this. And I'm gonna bring my cursor here, and I'm gonna move my cursor down like this.
Nice.
And I'm gonna release it, and I'm gonna press OK. So you can see we have a very interesting text effect right here. You can just add an object right here, and it would look fantastic. Let me give you an example. So this is the first effect that I wanted you guys to show. Let's jump into the next effect. So for the next tutorial, or the next text effect, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create an anaglyphic text effect. If you don't know what it is, just watch this tutorial and you'll understand. So for this, I'm going to be using the same exact artboard that I used for the previous one, and I'm gonna select the text tool right here, and I'm gonna make a text, like, let's say I'm gonna just write text. I'm getting less creative right now, so I'm gonna just write text and click on it. And like the previous one, I'm going to make 3 layers, copies of this layer. So like this, 3 layers. And I'm not going to touch this one, the base text layer. I'm just going to click on this, go to blending options right here, and I'm just going to uncheck G and B. I'm just going to cancel the green and blue color options from the channels. I'm going to keep the red one and press OK. I'm going to click on this layer, go to blending option. I'm going to turn off red and green, just keep the blue. And I'm just going to be going here, blending options, and I'm going to uncheck red and blue and keep the green one like here. So this is the text layer that I have right now. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to be using my control and arrow keys on the right like this. And you can see in the text that the red color is getting visible, and I'm going to be selecting this text copy too. I'm going to be using my arrow keys to the left like this, and I'm going to be using the text copy 3 right now, and I'm gonna use it in the right or maybe a bit upwards like this. So it gives you a glitchy vibe to the text like this. So if I zoom out, you can see it gives you a glitch kind of an effect, and that's it. See, it gives you a glitchy vibe right here. So yeah, we're done with this second effect as well. Okay, so now we're going to be working on our third text effect. This is going to take a bit longer than the first two, but this is quite good as well. For this one, we're going to be using a light background like this, white background, but the size of the artboard is the same. So I'm going to select the text tool from here, and I'm going to write subscribe in one layer, and I'm going to take another layer from here, and I'm going to write now. Okay, and I'm gonna put it right here like this, and I'm gonna select these two layers and press Ctrl T on my keyboard, bring it to the middle, go to edit, transform and skew. Select this option and press Ctrl on my keyboard while I drag it upwards like this, and bring it to the middle and press OK. And now I'm going to group these two layers by pressing Ctrl G on my keyboard. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to go to the stroke panel right here, and I'm going to select a stroke color that is vibrant so that you can see what I'm doing. I am going to intentionally keep some gaps in these areas so that I can show you how to remove these things or get rid of these things. So I'm going to take a size of 10 in strokes, press OK. Now from here I'm going to take a new layer here, place it underneath this group, select the brush tool, select a hard brush with opacity of 100 and flow of 100, and I'm going to make the brush color as same as the stroke that we have here, and I'm just gonna stroke it like this, so you can see all the gaps are now gone. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this layer and this group and make a further group by pressing Ctrl G on my keyboard, double click on this layer again and go to strokes again, and this time I'm going to change the color of the stroke to this primary color, yellow, and press OK. And I'm going to make the size a little bit smaller, maybe 6, and press OK. Now let's go ahead and make this background darker, and you can see this looks magnificent. And to make it more interesting, what we can do is we can make 2 copies of this layer, okay, and then just convert it to smart object, both the layers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this first copy, go to filter, blur, I'm going to add a motion blur, okay, and maybe make the distance 120 or maybe 110 and press OK. And I'm going to place this on the left side like this, and I'm going to select the second copy, go to filter, blur, motion blur again, and I'm going to place it on the right side of the text, and I'm going to place both these text layers underneath the main text layer, so it would look something like this. You can always work with the motion blur. It looks a bit much right now, but you can understand how to use this. So this is very useful for making thumbnails, for making blogs, blog thumbnails, things like that, and I use it quite often. So that's it. I am done with all 3 of the text layers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel, because I'll be back with more exciting videos like this.